Welcome, everybody, to the Crimson 15 podcast. On today's episode, we're going to be covering the Xbox press event for E3 2017. And right out the gate, they started out with the Xbox One X, which was formerly known as the Scorpio, but now its official name, Xbox One X. I think the name's fine.
I think it's perfect. I think it really fits into the how they named their system. So
yeah, because they did the variable of X and all that. So you know, it makes sense. I like it. Would it something more fancy, spectacular, whatever? But it's Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X. Okay, so small, medium, and large.
Yeah, exactly.
There's people saying it's confusing people.
It's not confusing.
If that confuses you, I don't know. Video games aren't for you.
They've explained what this is, an upgradable system from the other Xbox One for how long now? Everyone knows about this.
And then when you're at the store, let's say the mom who's going to buy an Xbox for the kid looks at whoa, how come this one's more expensive? And the guy can explain, this is the HD 4K version, the highest end one. How's it confusing? I don't know. Whatever. That's just something I keep seeing pop up. People complaining about how confusing it is.
It's not confusing at all. It really isn't.
Because they can't say how weak it is or anything like that, so they're going to just go to this. It's confusing.
Yeah, that's a new attack now.
But
on it,
the $4.99, it's a little rich for me.
Yeah, me
I know. Again, cheaper is always better, but I think it's a premium product. It has to have a premium price. I get it, but for me personally, what was it? 400 was
400 would have been perfect.
Would have been perfect for me. I'm probably gonna have to wait till after Christmas, maybe for when some more of the games, the bigger 4K games come out with it, then I'll probably end up getting
that. Would be a perfect time to get it. Not November. No, definitely not.
So, and the rest of the conferences, they were pushing 4K. They were pushing all the different things like that. And the first game they showed was the new Forza Motorsport 7.
Yes.
Looks amazing. Like
Looks
most racing games tend to be the thing that companies show off when it comes to like graphics. Because the rain effects looked really awesome, the weather effects, the car models, everything looked great. It was
even the opening shot when you see that desert landscape and the mountains,
it was cool.
Looked perfect. It looked like, wow, is this what is this, a fighting game? Or is this
I don't know what
game?
it was.
What it was, we didn't know. It was like you're trying to figure out.
And and just like last year, Xbox shows off a new car, it was a new Porsche, 911 RST. I forget exactly what it is, but it's a cool car. Yeah, for normal gamers, they're not going to care about that.
Yeah, the car people are going to love it.
I like cars, so it was pretty cool. But again, for the most part, I can see people groaning and, okay, I get it, it's a car. But they do have a partnership with Porsche, so they can have it for
the next 6 years?
So, so it's a thing, and they had to show off the new car. Okay, it was a couple of minutes, it was fine. Okay. But leading right after Forza 7, they showed a new Metro Exodus. Even though it looked good, the trailer was like a pre-rendered, it wasn't gameplay.
No, it was not.
It was like I hate those trailers. Because it's not representative of what the game's going to look like.
But they do that all the time at these presentations. Yeah. That's just a standard.
So, but again, I played the other Metro games. I like the Metro. I like the story. It's post-apocalyptic, nuclear war, Russia. So you have to what makes these games different is you have to manage your oxygen and stuff and exposure to the radiation. So that's kind of cool that this one looks like it's going to be open world. Because there was a part where he opens up a map. So I'm thinking, because before the other games were linear like missions. This looks like it's going to be open world, which seems to be the thing with games now. Everything's open world.
That's the standard. Like we're becoming more. There's no more linear. It's becoming all sandbox. That's the
everything's a sandbox. Everything's a sandbox. So besides it being I don't want to say fake trailer, but it wasn't a gameplay trailer. It was just a trailer.
Yep. Exactly.
So leading into the next game, Assassin's Creed Origins.
Never been a fan. I'm just saying right now.
I played the first one. And I played a little bit of the second one, and I stopped caring because the story was so crazy. And I started playing it in the beginning to get the story, but then it started getting really weird with all this extra.
And
I just stopped.
And then weirdness about the new one, it's like even before the Mason, so this is like even before. Yeah,
this is like Egyptian. And it looks fine, but it's not for me.
Yeah, exactly. It looked great on the new system, the Xbox One X, but that's not for me.
Yeah, that was just. I think that was kind of like a moment for me.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't anything impressive.
So then they moved on to Unknown's Battlegrounds, which has been really big on the PC scene. It's been really big with the streamers because it's kind of like it's an arena, a huge arena where there's 100 people on it, and then whoever last man standing. Yeah. And that's how the game works. There's vehicles and guns and...
It's kind of an obscure game. You might have heard of it. It's called MAG. That was on the PlayStation. That was like that, like a big thing. But it wasn't gone to 1-on-1. But you had big teams of 50 on 50.
See, it's weird. I guess you can work together if you want to, but I think there's only one winner.
Yeah, that's it.
So this is, again, I don't know, like Hunger Games, but it's a lot like that, where technically you could work with someone, but at some point you're going to end up having to kill each other.
Yep.
It's fine. It looks pretty cool. And again, they're getting tons of updates on the PC. So
you're going to use frying pans, everything at the end of the trailer.
Yeah, like anything is the keep yourself alive. Right. So it looks all right. I haven't played it yet on PC, but it looks cool.
It'd be definitely worth the rent, if anything, to give it a look at.
and then their first kind of stylistic graphical game that looked weird, like it had a strange look to it, was Deep Rock Galactic. And I guess this game is a team-based exploration survival game where you play a bunch of dwarves in outer space.
Yeah, in outer space of all places, right? Yeah.
And you go, I guess there's different phases. You have to do the exploration part, the mining part of like whatever you're looking for, look like gold.
Yeah.
And then there's the defense part where you end up having to fight your way, waves and waves of enemies.
Well, the way the art looks like, it looks like you're the Final Fantasy 4
dwarves, yeah.
They're doing Dig Dug in outer space. It's crazy. That's the way I look at it. That's what makes it funny.
So that looked interesting. Again, again, you're probably going to need 3 other people to play. It's probably best with more people to play. So
yeah, I don't think a singular experience would really get the full effect of it.
Yeah, so the computer-controlled partners, but actual human partners would probably make that game a lot better.
Yeah.
Then they moved on to State of Decay 2. And the complaints about this one that I've been hearing online is that this trailer was like 4 minutes long.
It was pretty long.
It was a long trailer. I was a fan of the first game. I liked it. I like that they're adding more, making it bigger, making it grander. And I love all the little decisions you have to make about saving people. It's really cool. The trailer was slow. The trailer, just the presentation of it wasn't very good.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a new protagonist, too, in this one, from what I could tell.
Well, it's all random. Like, there is never just one. It's funny because you have, like, your one character you kind of like, but they can die.
Oh,
so then you have to pick up another character.
That's what it looked like, because they made the girl. Because it was the guy looked like he was going to be it, then all of a sudden he died, and then the girl became...
because that's how the first game was like that, too, where you kind of start off with one guy, but things can happen, and then you just end up controlling another guy. So that was cool.
That's a realistic element. I never played the first one, so that's really cool.
It's a fun game. And then leading into the next game was called the Darwin Project. And this one was just weird when I saw it, because I'm like, first it starts out with a CGI trailer, then it goes into gameplay, which I guess it's like a televised arena battle game.
Yeah, exactly. And the weird is, you all of a sudden, speaking of televised, there's an announcer on stage doing it. I wonder if he's going to be in the game doing that, which I'm assuming there was going to be that.
I guess the game itself is going to be put together with the Mixer streaming service on Microsoft, because after watching the trailer multiple times, I saw that it showed like the people fighting in the arena, and I guess people as they're watching on the stream could actually interact with the game, because someone on the Mixer, while watching it, gave someone a shield. Yeah. Like as they were fighting. So I'm wondering if you can give people negative effects, positive effects, and
see how you get points that way watching it is that you have to stream your own things from other games. So it's kind of a weird meta thing. Like you're kind of
weird. It kind of much like in Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Where like if you're a popular person, you're going to get people wanting to give you things because they want to see you win, or maybe you'll get people wanting to see you go down.
I guarantee you we're going to get the next YouTube star.
There's going to be something
from this.
As long as there's balance and it's not unbalanced or anything like that with weapons, and what if someone is just universally loved and they just get everything? Well, then that's not fair to
there's got to be a drawback to it too. There's got to be maybe the effect doesn't last long, but we don't know that. So
yeah, definitely something worth looking into. Wanted to see more of it, but it looked pretty decent.
Yeah.
Then again, of course, there's Minecraft, and they always talk about Minecraft at Microsoft,
and they're all connecting them to all the systems now.
Yeah, the big news is you can play your Minecraft game with anyone who has a copy of Minecraft on anything. So mobile people on cell phones can play with Xbox people, play with Switch people, play with PC people, play with tablet people, can all play together.
I think it was kind of funny, even though it doesn't mean anything. In the initial trailer, they were showing pictures. You see the big old Switch in the background being made. Yeah, like being silly, showing the different systems. I thought that was
which is fun. I was like, I've seen people get all complaining about them. Like, what? People get to play together. Why do you care?
Yeah, I think it's.
And
fun.
then they start complaining about Minecraft. Well, if you don't like it, then don't play it. I mean, I don't like Minecraft.
It's not my generation. It's not. It's for the younger kids. Like my nephews.
Yeah, they love that kind of stuff. So it's not for us. It's cool that you got cross-platform play on such a huge type title.
And they actually made the graphics look better.
Yeah, they added with the lighting effects, with the 4K stuff, but again, it's still flat, blocky.
But it still looks better, though. I give you that.
So after Minecraft, I think the very first super exciting things for us personally was they showed Dragon Ball. See, I don't know how you say this. Dragon Ball Fighter Z, or is it Dragon Ball Fighters
Z?
Yeah. At the end, or is it Dragon Balls? But anyways, the graphics on this thing is phenomenal. Looks just like watching an episode of the show.
It's so integrated between the interactions and when you fight, and then even the intros. When the
it's cool. It's like
awesome.
they showed a full fight. It was like 7 minutes
my
long.
goodness,
And then
yes.
honestly, it's the best episode of Dragon Ball Z I've seen ever. So
In years at least, right?
You got cool. You have all your favorite characters. The animations are perfect. I mean, dead on like cell animation at its finest. It looks just like the show.
And the
It's cartoon
highlight,
animation.
3-on-3 fighting, just like an old favorite fighting game like Marvel's Capcom 2.
Yeah,
Perfect.
You could tag in and out, and
Yeah.
everything has a tag mechanic. Looks like a great fighting game.
I'm telling you, I'm excited. The first time I've probably bought a Dragon Ball Z fighting game since the PS2.
Yeah, since the
Only
Budokai series.
Budokai, there you go.
So after that, they showed off Black Desert Online.
Yeah.
And I've kind of semi-followed this game because just the graphics alone, like the character models, everyone is gorgeous in this game. Like,
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
everyone, like all the women in this game are just beautiful, like super models. And it's kind of big on PC, but not as big as something like the Final Fantasy games. But it's coming to Xbox, and if it's free to play, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, it's basically it's that what you think what an anime fantasy game would
Yeah.
be. Basically, that's what it is. medieval.
It's the Final Fantasy. Yeah, it's Final Fantasy Online without being called Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So
yeah.
lots of big monsters, giant magic
Exactly.
spells. It has all
really
that stuff.
pretty character.
Yeah.
Behind the whole shebang, basically.
And beginning again with the weird games,
Yeah.
they showed a game called The Last Night, and I don't know if any of this was actual gameplay, but I'm thinking it is because it's a throwback to those old games like Out of This World and Flashback.
Yep.
That's the vibe I got from this game. You're just some guy in some futuristic dystopia kind of world, but
And
it's
you look
kinda-
you look like 8-bit,
yeah,
18
you're
to 16-bit.
like the
type character.
backgrounds are super nice
Nice.
looking, but your actual character is like a 16-bit guy.
Yeah, 16-bit. There
Yeah.
you go. That's how I would say it, definitely.
Definitely, I'll give it a shot. I'll play
Yeah,
it.
if it's downloadable and depending on price, why not? We might buy it.
And another weird one called The Artful Escape. You move from left to right, and your character looks kind of like a paper cutout. Almost.
Yeah, he's got glasses on. He's got a guitar, and he plays it to like jump. It looks like I'm not sure.
I don't
can't
know.
Really
If,
say.
is it a music rhythm game? Is it a platformer game? I don't know what this is. Like, no, I don't know what to say.
It's really really odd. I'll tell you that.
Again, just another, but at least it's interesting.
Yeah, you could say
Can't
that.
say that it doesn't look interesting. Then they moved into Code Vein, and this trailer was old. This trailer came out like a month ago. But anime hack and slash is kind of a mix between Devil May Cry and Dark Souls had a baby, and this is what this would be.
Well, actually, yeah. My brother here, Crimson Sin, showed me this trailer a month ago. I'm like, oh, that looks pretty good. Hack and slash, like he said, you're fighting
a little more
monsters.
slower than Devil May Cry, but a little bit faster than
faster.
Dark Souls.
I would say more like Ninja Gaiden would be a better gauge on that, like how the fighting is, the pacing of it.
Yeah, it just looks all right. Like,
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's bad.
And then probably one of the best games I've seen visually is the Sea of Thieves from Rare.
Yep.
It looks like they put so much love and care into this game.
Yep.
Like there's like all this little cool pirate stuff, like you have to like read the riddle and kind of figure it
Yeah.
out and get the buried treasure and
And even from the fact, I know it's only the presentation side of it, but when they're explaining it, whatever, you could tell with the little jokes and everything, it just seems so
They
heartfelt.
love it.
They loved it.
they love
loved it.
making this game.
Yeah.
And I'm saying hands down, I have not seen better water in a video game ever.
I like even when you're on your ship, whatever, you go in the cannon and shoot yourself to the other ship.
Yeah,
It's
that was
just fun
crazy.
little things like that you could do, which is great.
When you see the two ships battling
Yeah.
in the storm and the waves are
it's
just amazing. My jaw's on the ground how great that looks.
I mean, this is the type of game where you could play with other players, just get a whole team together and just go try to find treasure and have fun.
Yeah, like this
That's
could
what
be
it
like
is.
you make your own pirate guilds and like
Yeah.
I want to see how deep everything is because we're getting a little bit more every time they show this game off. We always get a little bit more, a
Yeah.
little bit more. It looks really cool.
And it's good to see Rare actually do something that looks great, that looks up to their A
It
game.
actually looks
again.
like it has passion,
Exactly.
as opposed to like some of the sillier things they've been doing for Xbox. This looks like their first big.
Viva
Game.
Pinata,
Yeah.
that type
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
It's actually great.
And then they showed off a game called Tacoma. It's an old game on the PC, but basically you go onto like a derelict space station and you're trying to solve what happened to the crew.
Yeah.
And there's like memory fragments and you can like try. It's like a detective space
And the
game.
memory fragments are represented by like looking like those things you
Polygon
see, those little
people.
polygons like you see on the men's and women's bathroom. those
Yeah,
logos.
they're like, and then slowly but surely you start figuring out what happened. And then, so it's like a mystery game. It's gotten good, pretty decent reception on the PC. Gonna be on Xbox. Cool. It's a great addition.
It could be okay.
Then the first and only really kind of kiddie game. They showed off Super Lucky's Tale, and it's just a side scroller, not a side scroller, but a platformer game.
Yes.
Very much like, Mario 64. You run around, you pick up coins, you jump on baddies, you...
There's another obscure one PS1, like, I think Canola?
Yeah, Canola.
Canola, yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that. Yeah. Or, even there was that ukulele
type game.
Yeah, type game where it's you go around, collect things, fight a boss at the end of the stage, move on to the next level. It looks fun enough.
Looks
colorful.
And
it looks
then
great.
Go from it's another game by Rare, but that's going back to Rare's roots, what they do best. This game, so it could be fun.
And then they showed off again. They've been showing off for it seems like 500 years.
Yes,
Cuphead. I'm sorry, I have no interest anymore.
You've lost me about a year and a half ago, and to the point is, if I'm even going to play it at all, the price has got to be right.
It's going to be 30. I guarantee you, it's $29.99.
If it's $30, I'm sorry, I'm not going to buy that. Not at that price. No.
Yeah, it looks great visually. It's a sight to see because you think you're watching an old cartoon. I get all that, but it's been so long. I've lost interest.
Yeah, no one's even talking about it anymore. The buzz is gone. It's gone.
That lightning left that bottle a long time
ago. Exactly.
Then they showed off a game we've all been wanting. It's the Crackdown 3. The presentation of it, they had what's his face? That the guy who does the Old Spice.
I know you're talking about that guy.
Terry Crews, is that his name?
I think something like that. Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of okay. He's being Terry Crews. He's being funny, and then they showed off a trailer. But I just want to see someone playing the game.
Yeah.
I don't want to see all this like explosions and jumping and like it's gameplay footage, but it's like done from like a camera angle.
Exactly.
I want to see someone
perspective. Yeah.
I want to see someone playing the game.
Definitely.
And we got more of it, which is fine. Trying to show you that they haven't forgotten about it, but I want more now.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I like Crackdown. I like all the games. I thought the second one was kind of an expansion of the first one, but I think this one could really
be the real.
But
sequel.
Please give me some story. I need more story. Story's always been lacking in Crackdown. I need a little bit more.
Yeah, being an agent, and then you kind of find out you're kind of the bad guy.
But that's kind of all you really get. You don't get more than that.
Yeah, then at the end of the first game, you thought you were going to get more, and then they kind of just said, screw the story.
Yeah,
hopefully they bring everything back together for the third one.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Then they showed off another kind of artistically different game called Ashen, where apparently I guess you're like a cave explorer people. I don't know if you play the woman or the guy or if it's a co-op game. But you're just kind of dungeon crawling and you're fighting things, and no one has a face. It's like mannequin people.
Exactly.
But visually, I mean, the atmosphere and the mood is great.
Oh, it's amazing.
But I don't know if I don't know. It looks okay.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it could be fun. It'd be what we're looking at. Hopefully, there's a demo of it. I think that would go a long way in helping it.
And
people want to
then,
get it or not.
Then they showed off Life is Strange 2, which I guess apparently is a fun game for people. I've never played the first one. I actually have it. It was the free game on PlayStation, so I actually have it now, but I haven't played it yet. I don't know. It's like a story-driven type game. Girl can she has like time traveling powers, and she's trying to solve a murder, and it's people liked it, but I don't know. It's not my kind of game.
But from looking at it, it looks like she tries to fix one thing, but by doing so, something else gets broken. Like the whole time travel.
Every problem you have when you time travel.
Trouble happens. Yeah, there's nothing new about that.
Then something more my style. They showed off the new Middle Earth Shadow of War. I loved the first one. Mm-hmm. The Nemesis system, the whole turning guys, putting them on your team, getting people to fight each other, causing rivalries. I love that whole, because you can play the game how you want to play it. Do you want to be the sneaky bastard who just gets people to do infighting, or you want to be the guy who gets all the biggest, baddest, and toughest dudes? Yep. And it's just, one thing about the trailer that I thought was weird is he minds controls, he breaks the will of one of these big ogre guys, and then he kind of becomes comedy relief.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
I kind of liked it. It was funny, though.
It was just weird to see this really big ogre guy be like, hey, boss, he's just talking like a regular guy. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, some like British guy, you see at the bar pub, all right, let's go here.
Yeah, but when we get there, make sure you let me rip his head off, boss. Like, okay.
I love that. That was funny.
Because it becomes like your buddy. Like, okay, that was cool. But
I'm like cutting, I'm like cutting his heads off. Okay, geez, and give him a thumbs up. Like, okay, that was weird.
Good on you, mate.
Yeah.
It looks great though. I liked it.
Oh, I think it's going to be a game where you could get a lot of hours out of it. Definitely, it's not going to be a quick little jaunty game.
Then from something that was super visceral and violent and dark and dingy, they transferred. They segued into Ori and the Will of the Wisp. If anyone's played the first Ori, it's just a beautiful game.
Oh yeah.
The backgrounds, it does this effect where the backgrounds are multi-layered, so it looks like there's depth. Like, it almost feels like you can reach into your TV and just. It's just beautiful. The game and the music. And
that background, like I said, is layered too. Like
it's so
layers.
deep. It's like
you keep looking at it, like, okay, what's behind this one and that tree and that limb that just keeps going on and on.
It's definitely I played a little bit of the first one. I haven't beaten it, but it's a cool game. I like it. If you like those Metrovania style games,
which seem to be in abundance nowadays.
Which seems dime a dozen, but this one has beautiful music and beautiful graphics and a heart touching story, like this little glowing rat creature thingy, and it's just like you're this small innocent little thing, and you're trying to help so much. It's like it's just a beautiful story. I just thought it was really great, and then you had like a live piano guy on stage, like playing the score.
That gave you a nice little touch.
Yeah, it was cool. I really liked that one. And then the big thing that everyone, the whole crowd erupted. This was the bombshell. Is they're going to have original OG Xbox games going to be backwards compatible now.
Original system. I mean, it's incredible.
So the Mech Assault, Crimson Skies, Brute Force. These are just off the top of my head.
Oh, Halo, obviously.
Yeah, they're old Halos. It's just crazy to think, man, those games are so old. I remember getting our original Xbox way back in the day, and it's like, oh, you can play those games
exactly.
again.
Games I wish were going to be on the Shimu 2. I know it's not going to be, but I
guarantee it's not going to happen. But I guess they're also, as I was reading, they're also releasing a original the Duke controller, the big monster behemoth. They're actually releasing that in a USB, so you can actually use it on the Xbox One.
But you know what's so funny about that controller? There's not that much difference, not really.
Oh, it's big, it's huge, and the buttons are in difference, but it's different enough.
Yeah, it's different enough, but... And, of course, the white and black buttons.
Yeah, instead of, like, they made those the left bumper and right bumper.
Yeah.
So before it just had two triggers, not bumpers and triggers.
Exactly.
So they basically took those two buttons and put them up there.
Yeah, basically.
So you just had to get used to it.
A little bit of history between Xbox and now the Xbox and what it is today.
And then they closed out without a doubt, I can say, looked like it is the game of the show. Anthem from BioWare it just blew me away. If this thing plays the way that it showed, I don't know. Destiny what?
Yeah, it's a Destiny killer. It is.
Destiny what?
Yep. And this is coming from two people that put thousands of hours in Destiny. So we're not saying, exactly. So we know we're not saying because we hate on Destiny. No, this is incredible, guys.
And it's coming from BioWare. You know what? I'm kind of glad. And the first thing they kind of showed was like you're talking to this guy and you're getting your mission, and the facial animations are better, just as good as anything I've ever seen in any game. So this whole BioWare can't make facial animations, blah, 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 the stupid
they
jokes.
destroyed that.
Yeah, the game looks absolutely freaking amazing. And it kind of broke my heart because the guys who make this game were the original team that did the first Mass Effect game.
Yeah.
And like, why couldn't Mass Effect Andromeda look like this? Why couldn't it look like this? But
the story's so great, and that's not what we're talking about. But again,
it just breaks my heart. But it's BioWare
because it's hurting the franchise because of it now. But
there were so many times I was surprised. Like, there's a scene where you're on the wall, and I guess you get your first mission. I'm thinking, oh, this is the hub where you click on, on the map where you want to go. But instead, the character, she just jumps off the wall and starts flying into the.
You think you're gonna go to a map like on the from
on
the
Destiny.
Earth, the Earth map. Okay, I go to this section. No, you just jump right down
and you start flying.
It's incredible,
Iron Man style, and it's like, wow, you can just go.
Yeah, because you have like mech Iron Man suits too, which is cool. Like they're small, they're sleek.
So you're seeing wildlife running around and stuff like that, and then you're flying, and then you go into a river and you go underwater, and you realize, wow, there's like a whole world underwater.
Yeah,
it's like another mind blown. Like, wow, it's just crazy. And just probably some of the best looking explosions.
Oh my, yeah.
Like she uses this like lock-on missile thingy, and it just looks absolutely ridiculously awesome.
Yeah, another thing when they were talking about the presentation, they also said that you can also pick different mechs that give you different abilities. So
you get different like exosuits. I think they call them javelins.
Javelins,
in this game.
Javelins.
So you can get like a heavy suit guy or like a nimble fast guy. So there's going to be different. Basically, those are your classes.
Exactly.
And I guess it's going to be loot based because after she kills all those dudes with that rocket barrage, she picks up like a named weapon. Very Destiny, like the gun is named like something.
Oh yeah, it's different from what she's wearing. Basically, it's a totally different thing. Yeah.
So that's going to be a big part of this game is loot.
Yeah, exactly. And another cool part is when there's like the windstorm happening, or whatever. There was a person floating like that. Looks like a Magneto type of character.
Yeah, like floating. He was floating there, very like a vision. It's kind of like
all I know is I want that suit. I want that javelin. I gotta say it right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm wondering if everyone is the base character and then your javelin determines your class, or if you can have different races of people.
Totally different. Yeah, like you get a different javelin.
Because that one almost looked alien.
Yeah.
To me, it almost looked alien to me, but who knows? We have no idea. Is it all going to be human? Is it going to be human and
before
robot?
Before you get to that drop point, there's like a whole village behind you where you can get items.
Like a bazaar, and you see these big walking trader thingies. But that's how they ended the show, and I'm sorry. I try not to get too excited because I don't want to get my heart broken.
Division.
Like the Division. When I first saw the Division trailer, it was like, oh, this is going to be so amazing. And it turned out to be, meh. Anthem, do not break my heart. Be an amazing game. Be as amazing as that trailer.
Oh my goodness, it was incredible. I mean, from the graphics, from the weapons, and the explosion, like the cluster bomb
Yeah.
explosion, boom, everywhere. You're like, oh my goodness.
It just looks so great.
It's incredible.
And then what I loved about it is it looks like when people join your team, they just drop in. And
Yeah.
they're there. Unlike Destiny, where you can't do that. You have to
No.
like go to orbit to get people to join your game, and it's just little frustrating things. It looks like someone at BioWare played Destiny and said, you know what, I can make that but better.
Yeah. That's what it looks like. And
That's
they did.
that's what it is. And from this trailer, if it is true, it is the Destiny killer, hands down.
Yep.
There's no contest.
And it's being played on the best looking console.
Oh
right
yeah, the
now.
4K looks
4K,
amazing. Yeah,
it looks
absolutely,
incredible.
absolutely amazing.
I mean, it floors you. It is definitely the selling point. If you want to buy the new Xbox One X, you buy it for that reason.
And the Xbox One X will be out before this game comes
Yeah.
out, so I'm probably going to get it when this game comes
Yeah,
out.
that's what I was saying. That's it. That's
Hopefully,
why
there's a
reason.
bundle or something. Give me a sweet deal or something. But I'm probably going to get this game and the Xbox One the same day.
Oh yeah, definitely X. Yes.
Yeah, the
definitely.
Xbox One X. So that was Microsoft's press conference, and it was over 90 minutes long.
Oh, it was It went over the 90-minute mark just a little bit, and it was
And
great.
I can say the only things that kind of bothered me were
Price.
State of Decay was a little
Yes.
long-winded, and the price. Besides that, everything else seemed to
Yep.
be perfectly fine.
Like we're talking about CK2, what I thought was the thing is I'm getting kind of done with the zombie genre.
Yeah,
of
zombies
video
are
games.
pretty boring now.
Getting kind of boring. I mean, and I like playing games like Dead Rising, but
Yeah.
it's just to the point where it's like I'm not really feeling it anymore. I want something different now. I want something different.
Yeah,
out of
the
that.
zombies genre, it was like vampires and ninjas.
Yeah.
You know, like it's coming in flavors, and zombies is kind of on its way out.
Yeah, that which is. I
But
think
besides
the thing.
that, I loved everything they showed. And look,
Yep.
everything that they showed, aside, Minecraft's not my thing, and Assassin's Creed's not my thing.
Yeah, so I can't really judge
But I
that.
want to try all these games.
yes,
At least try them and play them and experience them. And some of them, I would give my left arm to play right now. Anthem is not one of those
Anthem,
games.
yeah, and Anthem, yeah.
I
Exactly.
cannot say enough about that trailer. Hopefully, I don't get burned, and it turns out to be only a tenth of what they showed. But if it's close to that, I'm going to be a very happy customer.
But I like what it's saying. We're throwing our mark right here.
Yeah.
Here it is, boom, and we're gonna get to that mark. I just have confidence they are. Especially now they're working twice as hard because of Mass Effect, and they're gonna go in like gangbusters.
BioWare has to come back with something and say, "Hey, we're a premier studio. Mass Effect Andromeda, its shortcomings, we understood them, and now we're not going to do that anymore."
Yep.
As a company as a whole, I know it's not the same team, but as a whole, BioWare name got a little tarnished. It
did. Because again, it would be fine if another company, but their standards are so great. When you see anything less of that, it's gonna be kind of like, oh, okay, that's your big game, your big finish. So
Yeah. So Xbox, I don't like grades. I don't like saying, "Oh, this
Yes.
got this, but I really enjoyed this press conference. I really, really liked it. If I had someone put a gun to me and said, "Hey, you have to give this a grade. You have to give it a number," a 9 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I loved it.
I give it a 10, and even though the price I don't like of this new system, it was incredible.
Yeah.
And you could just feel the energy in the room. You could feel the presentation was all together with it. It was just everything just flowed so perfectly. And at the beginning, nothing we didn't mention, they did talk about numbers a little bit. How
Yeah, they
powerful
did.
it was.
They talked
a
about
little bit,
but it's a new console, so they're going to talk about
Exactly.
teraflops and
And
RAM
and it's getting at all the people that don't like my Xbox who say, look, now they can't dispute that this is the best raw
That's-
power console and raw
Yeah.
power, and then coming out November 7th.
and that's just the fact now.
It is. There's
And a
no
lot of people
debating
seem
it.
to be really upset about that. I know numbers aren't everything, because there were plenty of consoles stronger than the Super Nintendo at the time, but the Super Nintendo played the best games.
Yeah.
But now that the guy that they like doesn't have the strongest thing, now that's not a talking point anymore.
Exactly.
But that's a whole nother discussion, fanboys, all
Yeah,
that
I know.
stuff.
I know.
Yeah,
It's just
you don't want to
we
get
don't do that.
wrapped up into
Don't
that
do
mess.
Stuff. No.
But overall, great, loved it. We watched the other press conferences, but we're gonna do separate videos for those.
Yes, I watched Bethesda's and all that. Yeah.
And Ubisoft, I believe they had there.
Ubisoft.
So we'll probably mix those two together because they're
Sony.
very short.
Yeah.
We just finished watching the Sony one. Stay tuned for that. We're going to do another separate video on
Yep.
that. Spoiler alert, it's not going to be as long as this one. I can guarantee you that.
No.
Yeah, our review of that one's going to be pretty short. They didn't show much, but that's a little preview for next episode. So
Exactly.
Thanks for watching. Tune in next time. We're going to be covering the other press conferences. I'm your host, Crimson Sin.
And I'm in 15 PCA.
Thanks for watching.
See you later. Bye.